They don't seek attention, but when they enter a room, the atmosphere changes. They don't start fights, but when challenged, they finish them. They don't boast, yet their presence alone speaks volumes. Sigma males are dangerous, but not in the way you might think. Have you ever met someone so calm and collected that it almost felt unsettling? Someone who never raised their voice yet commanded respect effortlessly. Ever wondered why men like this are the ones you should be cautious around? There's a story about a man who walked into a high-stakes business meeting. He didn't say much, didn't try to impress, yet every executive in the room took notice. He listened, analyzed, and when he finally spoke, his words carried the weight of wisdom and precision. By the end of the meeting, he had the upper hand. That's the quiet power of a Sigma male. Dangerous not because they're reckless, but because they are calculated, unpredictable, and always 10 steps ahead. This is appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. Nya Sun Tzu. Sigma males are masters of this principle. They don't flaunt their power. They let it simmer beneath the surface, waiting for the right moment. And that is what makes them truly dangerous. But what exactly makes a Sigma male so formidable? What are the traits that set them apart and make them a force to be reckoned with? Stay with me, Sigmas, because by the end of this video, you'll not only understand why Sigma males are seen as dangerous, but you'll also learn how to harness this energy for success in every area of your life. Let's get started. 1. They are masters of silence. A Sigma male is the definition of quiet strength. He doesn't need to be the loudest in the room because true power doesn't beg for attention. It commands it effortlessly. When he walks into a space, he doesn't seek validation or try to prove himself. Instead, he watches, listens, and deciphers the unspoken dynamics at play. His ability to read people and situations with laser-like precision gives him an edge that others don't even realize he has. This is where silence becomes a weapon. While others rush to speak first, eager to impress or dominate the conversation, the Sigma male conserves his energy. He listens, not just to words but to tone, body language, and inconsistencies. He processes information like a strategist, storing valuable insights for the right moment. And when he does speak, every word is purposeful, cutting through the noise like a blade. He doesn't waste breath on small talk or bragging. His words carry weight because they are backed by observation, intelligence, and intent. This is precisely why Sigmas are so dangerous. People mistake their silence for weakness, never realizing they are standing in front of a master tactician. The moment a Sigma male acts, it's decisive, strategic, and often irreversible. By the time others realize what's happening, he's already 10 steps ahead. The underestimated become the unstoppable. 2. They are completely unpredictable. A Sigma male is the ultimate wild card. Unlike an alpha, who thrives on dominance, or a beta, who leans on submission, a Sigma operates outside the hierarchy altogether. His unpredictability isn't reckless, it's calculated. He doesn't conform to expectations because he's mastered the art of adaptation. Picture this. A high-stakes business deal is on the table. The alpha aggressively negotiates, demanding control. The beta nods along, eager to please. But the Sigma, he listens, assesses, and, without warning, walks away. Why? Because he knows his worth. He doesn't chase validation or fear rejection. This unpredictability rattles those who rely on predictability to win. In relationships, the pattern continues. A Sigma won't chase, nor will he beg for attention. He's emotionally self-sufficient. One day, he's fully engaged in a deep conversation. The next, he disappears into solitude without explanation. This ability to detach makes him both intriguing and intimidating. Unlike an alpha who may use power to attract, or a beta who seeks approval, a Sigma operates from an internal locus of control. His decisions are his own. Even in survival scenarios, the Sigma's mindset sets him apart. Where others react instinctively, fight or flee, he strategizes. If he's cornered, don't expect an emotional outburst. Expect a response so unconventional that no one saw it coming. This is what makes a Sigma dangerous in any competition. His moves are not just unexpected. They are precise, efficient, and backed by an unwavering sense of independence. You don't predict a Sigma. You watch, you wonder, and you realize he was always 10 steps ahead. 3. they are independent of a fault. Society teaches that success comes from networking, teamwork, and mutual dependence. But Sigma males, they operate on a different frequency. They don't just survive without others, they thrive. Their independence is their superpower, and it unsettles those who can't comprehend a life without constant validation or reliance on external support. Unlike alpha males who lead the pack, or beta males who follow, Sigmas walk alone. Not because they have to, but because they choose to. They master self-sufficiency, handling their finances, emotions, and personal growth without leaning on anyone. This makes them nearly impossible to manipulate. You can't control a man who doesn't need your approval, your resources, or your company. This autonomy isn't recklessness. It's calculated. Sigmas don't make impulsive decisions based on fleeting emotions. Every move is strategic, based on logic, efficiency, and long-term benefits. If society is rushing in one direction, the Sigma male pauses, analyzes, and often takes the road less traveled because conformity is the enemy of true freedom. Their ability to operate outside societal norms makes them enigmatic. Others may see them as mysterious, even intimidating, because they refuse to play by the unspoken rules of social dependency. When a Sigma male decides to engage, it's on his term. Whether in business, relationships, or personal pursuits, his presence is a conscious choice, not an obligation. This relentless self-reliance is why Sigmas stand out. They don't just reject the herd mentality. They redefine what it means to be truly independent. 4. They control their emotions, but not out of weakness. Ever notice how the most dangerous people are the ones who don't react impulsively? There's a reason for that. Emotional control is a power few possess, and Sigma males have mastered it. Unlike the masses who react instantly to provocation, Sigmas pause, assess, and make calculated moves. This isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about understanding them and using them strategically. Think about it. In history, the most formidable leaders and warriors weren't the loudest or the most aggressive. They were the ones who remained composed in chaos, calculating every move while others acted on impulse. Take Miyamoto Musashi, the undefeated samurai. He never fought out of anger, but out of strategy. Or consider modern-day entrepreneurs and tacticians who stay cool under pressure, making decisions that change industries while others panic. Sigma males operate the same way. When confronted with disrespect, they don't explode in rage like an alpha. They don't submit like betas. Instead, they let the moment pass, analyze the bigger picture, and respond in a way that maximizes their advantage. This makes them unpredictable, which is why people fear them. You never know what a Sigma is thinking, or when he'll strike, if he even strikes at all. In a world where emotions rule people's actions, Sigma males stand apart. They are immune to manipulation, resistant to drama, and impossible to control. Their calmness isn't weakness, it's their deadliest weapon, and that's what makes them so dangerous. 5. They attract power without seeking it. There's something undeniably unsettling about a man who refuses to chase validation. In a world where social approval fuels egos and people measure their worth by likes and attention, the Sigma male operates on a completely different frequency. He doesn't need applause to know his value, nor does he seek permission to be himself. And that's precisely why he stands out. This is the Sigma effect, a paradox that leaves people intrigued, even intimidated. He earns respect not through force, but through presence. His confidence is silent, not boastful. Unlike the alpha, who commands attention through dominance, or the beta, who seeks approval, the Sigma simply exists on his own terms. And that alone makes him powerful. Women are drawn to him not because he plays games, but because he refuses to play at all. He doesn't chase, beg, or overextend. Instead, his energy exudes a sense of mystery and self-sufficiency, traits that naturally spark curiosity. Studies in human attraction suggest that unpredictability and independence create allure, making the Sigma even more irresistible. To his opponents, he's an enigma. He doesn't reveal his full potential, doesn't engage in unnecessary conflicts, and never waste energy proving himself. His silence is strategic. His moves are calculated, and because he doesn't seek external validation, he's impossible to manipulate. He is magnetic, not by effort, but by design. And in a world obsessed with validation, his refusal to conform makes him the rarest and most intriguing man of all. 6. They operate in the shadows. While society often glorifies those in the limelight, the Sigma male operates in a realm most don't even notice, behind the scenes where true influence lie. Unlike alpha males, who thrive on dominance and recognition, or beta males, who seek approval, the Sigma male understands that power isn't about being seen, it's about being felt. He is the unseen architect of success, the strategist who pulls strings without ever needing applause. History is filled with figures who mastered this art. Think Nikola Tesla, whose innovations shaped modern electricity, while others took the credit, or the mastermind behind legendary companies, who remains a mystery while their brands dominate the world. A Sigma male moves in silence because he knows that attention is often a distraction. He's not interested in validation, nor does he crave admiration. While others announce their plans, he executes. While they chase clout, he builds empires. His influence is subtle yet undeniable. Whether in business, personal relationships, or society at large, people often mistake his quiet nature for passivity, but that's far from the truth. A Sigma doesn't need to broadcast his actions because his results speak for themselves. He doesn't waste energy proving his worth. He simply delivers. His power is in his ability to remain unpredictable, adaptable, and, most importantly, always 10 steps ahead. In a world obsessed with visibility, the Sigma male reminds us that the loudest person in the room isn't always the smartest. Sometimes, the one who changes the game is the one you never even saw coming. 7. They are always 10 steps ahead. A Sigma male's most dangerous weapon isn't his strength, charm, or confidence. It's his ability to think long-term. While the masses chase fleeting pleasures and quick wins, the Sigma is silently building an empire. Brick by brick, his mind operates like a grandmaster in chess, anticipating moves 5, 10, even 20 steps ahead. This is what makes him truly formidable. He doesn't act on impulse or emotion. He studies patterns, deciphers motives, and understands that every decision has a ripple effect. In a world obsessed with instant gratification, fast money, viral fame, and temporary pleasure, the Sigma plays the long game. He invests in himself, refines his skills, and creates a future that others can't even envision yet. Think of historical figures like Nikola Tesla or Sun Tzu, men who weren't focused on quick success, but rather on reshaping the future. Like them, a Sigma knows that true power comes from patience and precision. His ability to delay gratification and commit to a vision makes him a silent but unstoppable force. What makes this so dangerous? It's simple. People underestimate him. While they are distracted, he is making moves they won't see coming. By the time they realize his true power, he has already won. Sigma males don't seek control over others. They master themselves. And that is the ultimate power. Sigmas, now you know why your presence unsettles people. It's not because you are aggressive, loud, or reckless. It's because you are calm, strategic, and self-sufficient. You are the storm that no one sees coming, the force that doesn't need validation to be powerful. But here's the real question. Are you fully embracing your Sigma nature? Are you sharpening these traits or letting the world dictate who you should be? If you want to harness your Sigma potential and become the kind of man who commands respect effortlessly, then make sure you subscribe and join this community. Let's build a brotherhood of unstoppable men who live by our own rules and forge our own path. Having said this,